November 9th through 11th, come see me in Strong Island, baby, where Guidos go to mingle at Governor's Comedy Club, November 9th through 11th.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Gals.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us.
Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, yeah.
Very special Mohr Stories because there was almost a race war in my driveway just now. And I'm glad Kevin Ryder of Kevin and Bean fame was here to see it.
Jay Mohr was regulating.
I was trying to regulate, and I thought I was very fair. For those of you listening, there's been construction, as you've heard. Corolla was on, and the saw went across the street, and he goes, "By the way, that saw you hear?" And he named the saw. Yeah. Like when a sound guy tells you what kind of plane's flying overhead on a movie set.
That's a worthless talent.
Yeah, it is. So every day with these two construction sites by my house, there's a lunch truck. I should say the name of it.
Go ahead.
Or should I not?
Go ahead.
No. There's a lunch truck every day. Fuck it. Kiki's. Fuck that guy. Fuck Kiki.
When I walked up, I thought you were getting food from it, and I was like, "Oh, that looks good. Maybe I'll get some."
No, yeah.
And then I realized you were mad.
I wasn't really mad. I was more trying to let the guy know that it's kind of been not cool, and I've never said anything for like a calendar year. Every day between 10, 12, 11, around those hours, he comes twice. He parks the food truck exactly blocking the driveway, like a perpendicular. Like anytime I go to leave my driveway, this guy's got a lunch truck out. Like plates are jangling around. He's got it like his wife's holding the coffee pots, and they're like, "Oh man, come on with the moving every time." Like, sorry, I have to go to work. So this is every day. And
how do you let that go on for a year before you say something?
I guess because I'm not the guy I used to be.
You hate conflict?
I used to really kind of get off on it. This is the kind of gentler, 1,000 points of light. Jay Mohr, not gone that.
I didn't recognize him.
So, yeah. So, I'll tell you this, Kevin. Our guest today is Kevin Ryder. Well, we'll just say Kevin from Kevin and Bean.
That's fine.
We talk about your damn show enough. It's about time you're here, and thank you. People are going to go fucking batshit with your gum chewing. I'll tell you right now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They will kill you. All right. There you go. Put it in his empty okay, so here's the thing. Look at this.
All right, my gum's gone.
Yeah, no, just he had to rub it in, but you would put your foot in his empty lunch container that he bought off of the Kiki's truck.
The Kiki's truck that wouldn't give it to him for free?
That was the tipping point for me. So every day when I leave the house, I got to ask Kiki, could you do me a favor and move your truck? And he's like, "Oh, come on, man." Hey, like, pain in the ass. This guy with his job. Like, why don't you just put your job in your truck like I do? And then solution, right? Problem solved. Solution made, I almost said. I'm so stupidly tired. So this time, I'm like, I'll tell you how long it's been going on.
All right.
Over a year, the listeners will know, and if you want to get the premium package on the Mohr Stories app, when that lunch truck horn used to go off, I'd go, "Oh, you know what that means? Time for Stamps.com." That was our live read horn. This episode of Mohr Stories is brought to you by Stamps.com. Some small companies think that leasing a postage meter is how businesses get postage for their letters and packages, but they don't realize that there is a better way. Stamps.com. Who's going to be okay? Unlike a postage meter, Stamps.com has no hidden fees, like meter ink charges or reset fees. I realize Keitel is way too hard to do that long. Stamps.com is great. No hidden fees, like meter ink charges, reset fees, no long-term contracts, no extra hardware to buy or lease. Stamps.com can save you up to 80% compared to a postage meter. That's a lot of dough. That's damn near 100. Plus, with Stamps.com, you can do more than you can do with a meter. Use your existing address books, send tracking information to recipients with the click of a button. The choice is clear. Stamps.com, that offers more features at barely any of the cost. All right?
Can we have Norm McDonald?
Yeah, I use Stamps.com all the time. You know, when I write fan letters to that David Hasselhoff, I go, hey, dear David, I'm going to Bonn, Germany, you know. Oh, my God. I use Stamps.com. What's the best place to go? Hey, if you want a really great offer there, Kevin, you know.
Yeah.
Here's the trick I've realized to a Norm impression is the missing ingredient. You can't see it on a podcast, but just like gently touch your face in the middle of the story, you know. I think it's because he used to smoke and can't smoke indoors. He just kind of gently touches his face in the middle of the story, you know. Hey, it's a no-risk trial at Stamps.com. I don't know, you know. But, hey, that guy sounds hot. Plus a $110 bonus offer. That includes a digital scale up to $55 free postage. Anybody else want to hear? Call to action. Don't wait. Go to
Walken.
Go to Stamps.com before you do anything else. Click on the microphone at the top of the home page.
President Obama.
And type in Mohr. So MOHR. You have to start real slow and then get your ball rolling and finish up real quick. That's what I heard Frank Caliendo explain on the Opie and Anthony show for pretty much anything President Obama related.
President Clinton.
At Stamps.com, you want to mail a letter to your pretty lady? Oh, yeah, I told Hillary all the time. Come on.
Whitney Houston.
I don't smoke cocaine. I smoke crack because I have money. Stamps.com, enter Mohr, M-O-H-R. Look, we've been saying it forever. Just do it. I love when the gals, the divas, become like crazy British people. Like Tina Turner. I want to thank my producer, Jimmy Jam. You're like, what? I don't smoke cocaine. I smoke crack because I have money. Whitney died, you know.
I know. I thought that might throw you because she died, but...
Well, I was going to do silence, and I realized that's probably not a good live read. Anyway, The lunch truck horn would go up. Bam, 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 bam. And for those of you listening, and you hear it in movies, and you hear, like, Mexican comics do jokes about the horn, that was the actual horn.
It's a real thing.
La cucaracha.
But now you're not going to have it anymore because you ran him off.
I ran him off.
Although he looked at you like you were the asshole.
That's the whole...
He schooled you. You kicked him off, but he won.
I feel like I lost.
You did lose.
I got my turf back and lost. It's like the Falkland Islands. We got it back. Now what are we going to do with all this open space? Like, what now? You know what I just won? I won a
You
curb.
want the truck back.
I want a red curb. I don't want the truck back.
You lost, though. In that exchange...
I feel like I lost.
You lost.
I know I lost.
How did that happen?
I'll tell you exactly how it happened. Because the guy is an expert at making me feel like a bitch. Every day, this guy parked in front of my house, blocking my driveway, which, when you're driving through a residential neighborhood and you want to park a lunch truck, your brain would go, well, I can't park here. It's a human being's driveway where they live, and the car is in it. So a few minutes from now, they might have to come out. I'll have to move my giant...
So it takes a certain amount of balls to make that move in the first place.
Like, fuck it, bro.
Right.
I don't know if you know Kiki's, but it's here. You know where they do fake mustache studios? Yeah. Well, just come by and get something to eat. Because that's where my restaurant is. I got a restaurant. It's kind of like when there's like a Dave & Buster's connected to like a movie theater, connected
Right.
to like the Brea Improv. It's like, yeah, it's Kiki's, Fake Mustache Studios, and then the construction site. We're all like a part of one big mini mall here. And there's Thai massage and udon noodle.
But you have to pay for food.
That was the tipping point. I go out, and I've been saying for like a couple weeks, you know, I've gotten soft around the middle and in my mind. Because back in the day, I just would have went out on day one and said, look, partner, if you're going to park here every day, you just got to give me $20 every day.
Let me just interrupt. How many times did you have to back up and go tell him to move his truck, ask him to move the truck?
Whoa.
One of those times, wouldn't you say, hey,
Well over a dozen times. 30 times.
what happened to you? Honestly, 30 times?
I think the
Time 5 or 6, I'm like, bro, look, driveway, car.
I agree with you.
What happened?
I think I just
What happened to you, Jay? Who hurt you?
Bean hurt me. What a weirdo. Last time I was on Kevin and Bean in studio, Bean was there. He flew all the way down from Seattle because he had to meet Weird Al Yankovic. I'm sure there were some corporate things happening as well.
There was other stuff, yeah.
But it's funnier if he's like, no, I got on a West Jet so I can meet the guy that wrote Fat.
He is consistent with his praise of Weird Al as the greatest human being that ever lived.
Yeah, he was beyond fired up.
And I don't think he's kidding.
No, he's not kidding at all. And so then I went to hug Bean that morning. And
that was funny.
He stuck his arm out like rigid so I couldn't come any closer.
You were invading his space.
Yeah.
He's gotten much worse than that. He used to be very social and didn't mind people.
Oh, really?
Now it's much worse. Now he hates it more. He wouldn't hug you, right?
No, in fact, the handshake was like at a distance. Like he gave himself like a taut arm.
Yeah.
Now, how much of that do you think? Like Kevin and Bean, you guys are number one in LA. It's K-Rock. You guys do the K-Rock Weenie Roast. You do Acoustic Christmas, which has become the almost acoustic Christmas because people realize this is way better if it's loud.
It was never acoustic, by the way, just for the record.
Oh.
Really never. We had a couple
It's like when the Unplugs, you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
How do you have a turntable on an Unplugged if it's acoustic?
Right.
LL Cool J Unplugged? Sure it is, L. You know what LL Cool J stands for?
Ladies love.
Ladies of what?
Cool J?
Cool James.
I don't know. I didn't know James.
Okay. Ready? His name's Todd.
Really?
Todd Smith.
Sweet.
Ladies love Cool James. And his name is Todd. Look, Angie, I don't know why your laptop's not open. Get your head in the game. I don't know what Kiki put in your fucking lunchtime burrito.
All right, wait.
But it made your head like mush.
I want to get back to you being owned by Kiki's. I want to get back to that. Because when I walked up, it looked like you were ruling things. And when he left, I think there's a solid point in his favor.
He definitely spiked the Mexican football on my front lawn. He definitely
How did he accomplish that?
I'll tell you how. I came out and I said, I've been letting it brew for a while because I just thought, hey, whatever, dude. The guy's going to make a living. These guys got to eat. And what? I don't know why. I don't know why it never dawned on me that this isn't cool that you're blocking my driveway every day and that people are using my trash cans to put their wrappers and their paper plates every day.
But you were decently angry today.
Not really. I don't really give a shit. It's just a good story.
Okay.
I was a good De Niro face. You can do De Niro. You don't even know it. That was perfect.
I don't know it, no.
You just did it.
I can't do any impressions.
But you can Kevin.
Yeah, thanks.
Kevining.
Yeah.
Let's
get back to you being
at Kevin Ryder at Twitter. So I go out and I tell the guy, I go, Matty boy.
Hey,
What?
at the Kevin Ryder.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, somebody else had.
Thank you.
Yes.
At the Kevin Ryder with a Y.
Yes.
Okay.
You got
so
owned.
Angie and Matty boy, they come back into the garage right before you get here, and they're holding lunch.
Right.
Like from Kiki's truck.
Which I was excited about
Sure.
when I walked up.
But here's the thing. I go, I'm yelling from inside the garage. Hey, don't let him charge you a penny for that. I go, don't give that guy a dime. Like that was my big move. Like, all right, you know what? You can keep parking here, but everybody eats for free every day.
But you gave him a year of leeway leading up to it.
Yes,
before
I
you
was a
laid down the
complete puss the entire year. You are correct in that assessment.
boom. All right.
But don't stop going to that well. I don't want to hamstring you, bro.
All right.
So they turn around and they kind of got these sheepish looks on their faces like, sorry, Dad. And I'm like, you don't give him a dime. Get off the shed. For God's sake, get off. You don't give that man a penny. Let me tell you something, Matty boy. Angie, you better not go in your pockets for that man. Hey, buddy. And I go, how much was that?
It was
And
too late, though. You already paid, right?
They had already paid.
All right.
But they're both kind of happy because it was inexpensive. I go, how much was it? And Angie goes, it's only $3.50. Like he got the deal of the century. But my whole thing, and Maddie goes, $3.50. And now, but my mind instantly goes, $3.50 for both. You know what? Kiki got him a deal. Maybe I'll let him stay.
If he gives them $3 a piece?
Yeah, like $3.50 for two like for full lunches. This is absurd.
So this is all over $3.50.
No, it's over $7 now, but it's every day. This guy,
He's
all right,
short-term thinker. That's his problem.
he is a short-term thinker because if he stayed, there's probably another $20,000 for him to make
Right.
in hot lunches. But he decided to go. So I go out there and I go, hey, buddy. And I'm like, I go out through this little faggoty gate under the arbor with like the tulips and the roses and stuff.
It is the kind of gate that you could have just stepped over.
Well, that's the thing.
You don't have
That's
to
a
go out.
very bucolic, sweet, like apple pie. Like, hi guys, we're just gonna go take the minivan to soccer gate.
Right.
So I'm like, fuck that, Big John Stud over the top rope. I go over the guard gate, like Big John Stud stepping over the top rope and wrestling. Like that'll make me look bigger to Kiki because Kiki's a smaller man. There's 3 guys.
Kiki is very much the bigger man after the end of this story.
All right. So I go, hey man, don't make them pay for their food. And he goes, like not laughing. I just sound like Dick Dastardly. It's the default.